All right, Capricorn, this is your December 2020 love forecast and horoscope. I'm Ryan. Welcome to Arrows of Love. This is a general reading for Capricorn. Before I get to the cards, let's review what's happening in the sky. Sun right now is in Sagittarius. That's 12th house matters. It's going to be there until December 21st. And what's interesting is that the day that the sun moves into Capricorn is also the day that Saturn and Jupiter finally leave Capricorn and go into Aquarius for the Great Conjunction. It's been anticipated for quite some time. I'm a Capricorn sun, so I've been feeling this for a while. I'm excited for Saturn to finally leave. Hopefully there'll be a weight lifted on all of us through that. I always take a look at Venus for love and relationships and what's happening with Venus. It's currently sitting, this one wanted to come out, romantic feelings. Venus is sitting in Scorpio right now. That's 11th house matters. 11th house is groups, friends, social networking. It's also our hopes and wishes. So Capricorn, there could be love looming where you least expect it. It could be with friends. It could be at social gatherings. I know with COVID right now, things are a little bit challenging, but you got to be creative here. That's where love is happening for us. Venus is in its detriment right now in Scorpio. Venus rules Taurus. Taurus is on the opposite side of the wheel of Scorpio, so it's at its detriment, but it is moving out of Scorpio on the 15th of December. So hopefully everyone's love life will get a nice little boost. There could have been delays, restrictions in love. The 11th house can be a little bit detached in love too. It's ruled by 11th house is ruled by Uranus, so tends to be a little bit far off, disconnected. So you could have been feeling a little disconnected this past month, but that's all about to change when Venus finally moves into Sagittarius. It's much more jovial, lighthearted. It can be a little idealistic too, so keep that in mind. But as Venus moves into Sagittarius, that's 12th house matters, so it's a time of rest. The subconscious comes out a little bit more during that time. It's a time of reflection. It's also a time of secrets. So secrets could be revealed during that time, or maybe you're just keeping a love interest a little bit secret and keeping watch. Like Capricorn likes to take its time and watch its love interests as it decides to move forward. So that's a typical Capricorn trait. So with that said, that's kind of the energies. Oh, there is one more thing I should mention. There's going to be a solar eclipse happening in the 12th. That spiritual matters. Anything can go on the 12th. It's the house of karma. It's said to be the joy of Saturn, and Saturn's sitting in our sign right now. So, I would expect us to feel this solar eclipse on the 14th. Quite strongly, or it could take 6 months for us to figure out what that might be. Eclipses take about 6 months; those energies last that long. And then Pluto and Mars are going to make a square to each other on the 23rd. So right before Christmas. Capricorn, you've been dealing with these squares to Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter over to Mars for the last couple of months. As it was going in its retrograde motion, and it would have been at that last 20-some degrees of Aries. So that's making a square to your third house of communication. Oh, sorry, it's actually the fourth house. Aries is your fourth house. It's four signs past Capricorn, so that's home, foundation, family members. So you could be dealing with family members right now. But that Pluto-Mars square on that 23rd, that's power dynamics. So there could be power struggles. There could be issues with trying to be dominant in any situation. So watch carefully, because that's going to trigger your sign. You don't want to be too overly aggressive in love. So keep that in mind as those energies play itself out. So your first card here, I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Angels Oracle deck, the Romance deck, and then we're going to clarify with the Tarot. The way I usually do this is this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate with you, leave the rest. So this particular reading will be for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So the first card that fell out, it's for romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So let's see, let's pull one more here before we dive into the tarot. Past life relationship. Okay, that's interesting. You have known each other before. That's a very 12th house theme. Romantic feelings, past life relationship. Yeah, that's 12th house. So, you could, if you're not partnered up already, you might meet someone that has some past life karma to it. That is the 12th house, as the sun sits there and Venus is going to move in there in a couple weeks here. Past life relationships, there's work to be done. There's karma that had to be sorted out. So it's going to go one of 2 ways. It could be really great. Maybe you've known each other in the past and you have this amazing, fulfilling relationship. Other times it can be extremely passionate, especially with Venus sitting in Scorpio. That's the sign ruled by Pluto. So passion, romance, and not so much romance as it is passion and intimacy. But there's definitely that Plutonian feeling to it, right? So it can be real intense. It can feel like you've known this person forever. It can be magnetic energy, but on the flip side to that, realize, especially with Venus sitting in Scorpio. Scorpio is also rules jealousy, obsession. Jealousy and obsession is a big one. I'm just trying to think of one more that's in there, but those are all Plutonian themes. So possessiveness is a part of that too. So, past life relationship, that could mean soulmate energy too, possibly. But keep in mind, we don't own anybody. A soulmate implies ownership, like somehow that relationship belongs to you, and it doesn't. So keep that in mind. Believe in stepping stone relationships. Everyone's there to serve its purpose, and hopefully that's what you get out of this. But it's great. Romantic feelings, past life relationship. It could be some really great stuff coming in for you, Capricorn. Let's take a look at the tarot and see what it has to say for us. This is for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. General reading. Keep in mind the energies can be vice versa. Don't get too hung up on genders. It's more about the energy of the card as opposed to a strict gender. So assign the genders as you will. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's see what we got. First card out, Justice. Ace of Swords. Got some thoughts happening here. Page of Cups. Very interesting. Nine of Swords. Ace of Wands. Sorry, that was not the. Got another page. Page of Wands. Got a lot of pages, a lot of aces. The card that I pulled here was actually a part of the Radiant Rider deck, so I forgot to pull that out as I was shuffling. Okay, so Capricorn, you got some intense energies here, but like I said, that 12th house brings in these past relationships. We're supposed to complete the karma. There was a karmic loop created in a past life that we're now supposed to correct. And it's going to be up to you to figure out what that is. It could be that it's something very easy, but chances are it's going to take a while to progress, right, with these eclipses. So, over the next couple weeks to a couple months, I would say keep an eye out for this person, and let's just be aware of some of the energies with it. Okay, so again, first card, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. The universe wants you to do this. So it very well could be a positive past life relationship here. And with justice right underneath it, justice is the sign of Libra, right? Something has to be balanced out. He has the scales of justice in his hand and his sword. So it's clarity of thought and the balance of the two. So, this could be something that's already happened, and maybe you've already decided this isn't worth your time. But I have a feeling that, justice is the past life. So this is something that we have to go through, right? And then the very next card here, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is clarity, and it's a victory of some type. The wreath represents victory. The sword coming out of the sky is the offer, essentially, right? So that's a message of some type. Could be from a Libra. And then right underneath this, get the Page of Cups. So that's definitely loving feelings, loving text messages, loving conversations. Someone might be making you an offer. Cups represent emotion. The page has a fish in it. That represents, that could be Pisces, that could be Scorpio, Cancer. But you have other things here. So let's keep looking first. But this definitely stirs your emotion. The message, the feelings, it's all coming together, right? It's all coming together. Your other one here, past life relationship, here it is, right? Now underneath this, you have the 9. So that is someone that's obsessively thinking and staying up at night and going around and around and around in your head about something that may not have worked out, or this is saying this brings in obsession. Those past life lovers bring in obsession. That's Pluto. That is 12th house matters. That is 8th house, and Pluto's Scorpio is the 8th house. It happens to be 11 signs past Capricorn, but the 8th house is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto rules that obsessive quality. So you might be obsessed with someone, or someone might be obsessing over you, a past life. This very well could be it too. Very well could be you kick someone to the curb. The Justice card sitting there, and maybe right now they're regretting it and they're obsessively thinking about you. Either way, you got 2 aces here. You're starting to, Capricorn. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. That's passion and clarity and thought. So, your feelings, that fire that brews in you right now, it's all that Sagittarius and Aries energy that's sitting out there, right? We're in fire right now. So something's coming at you. It could be great passion. It could be a loss of passion. You could also be starting something new. Aces are the new cycle, and you got 2 of them here. And you got two pages as well, right? You got the Page of Cups, and you got the Page of Wands here. Those are a lot of messages. And by the way, we just had the lunar eclipse in Gemini, right? Gemini is the communicator. It's the chatty Cathy of the zodiac. So a lot of things are coming to light. Eclipses illuminate, right? They illuminate situations. So perhaps there's been an illumination of feelings based on this relationship that you're either in, about to be in, or that you've cut off. I think this might be coming in. I want to warn you. But if you've cut this off already and you said no more for me, you very well could be receiving a message from them. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. You also have, the Ace of Wands here with the Page of Wands. So they might be coming back and wanting to start over. I'm not sure you're actually going to take that, though. I'm not sure about that. But it's definitely going to pull on some heartstrings if someone's coming back. If it's someone new, it's going to be exciting. It will be very exciting. It starts a new chapter for you. But I want you to be aware. Be careful. There's obsession with this. It's keeping you up at night. It's making you nervous. But it's part of your soul destiny, right? Sometimes you have to go through it. Sometimes you're magnetically drawn to people, even though you know that there might break your heart. But yet we do it anyway, because we want to feel that fire. We want to feel that passion. Sometimes you just have to go through it. It's a part of the karmic loop, right? It's part of what we have to do. So Capricorn, if this is someone new, watch out for Libra. Could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also have fire here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I'm not seeing any other Earth. So, those are the two energies that I see coming out here more than anything. I'm going to pull one more card for the outcome. Let's see how this is going to go. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. This is the liar, cheater, thief. This is the player. Be careful. Someone's up to no good, Capricorn. They're trying to get away with something. I find this card to be interesting because when you see this energy in real life, they're not very clever. So they have 5 swords in their hand. They're leaving 2 on the ground. They leave little breadcrumbs, and they're very easy to figure out. So what I'm going to say here is, past life, got to go through the karma, but realize you should be on your guard with this. It's going to be someone that could bewitch your senses and overcome with emotion and passion, but keep in mind, you got the 7 of Swords underneath all of this. Capricorn, I'm gonna pull one more just because I feel bad for you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So you got another fresh start here. So, what I'm gonna say is, if you choose not to pursue this relationship, you might have something else coming in, and it could be Earth energy. This is a good reading. It's a new start. Be careful of that 12th house, though. It's coming, and Saturn and Jupiter are about to leave on the 21st. So, Capricorns have gone through a lot. This could be the very final test for you before that final push of Saturn out. But Saturn is karma. Saturn is time. We have to do it, Capricorn. I wish you the best of luck. And until next time, take care.